Hello and welcome back to Resident Evil HD Remaster, the Let's Play with Neo Rambler. Right then, last time we finished the game as Chris Redfield, and it was as anticlimactic as it always is because I've already played it and therefore I knew what was going to happen, as well as pretty much everybody who's even heard of Resident Evil anyway, because it's that widely popular a game. So yeah, but either way I enjoyed it and, you know, we didn't do too badly in the end. And now we have to do the game again, but we don't have to, but I'm going to, as I said, because we've still got to see how Jill would have played the game, that being good old Jill Valentine. So we are going to start the game once again, but this time as Jill. And, you know, not many people commented at all on the last video. I think only Yomi did, and he didn't really mind as to what I did. He says it's your choice. So we're going to spice things up a bit, and we're going to do real survival. For better or for worse, I've no idea. I've never done real survival before. So this is going to be, you know, a first for me as well. So it's not technically blind, but at the same time, I haven't got a clue how it's going to go, how hard it is, etc, etc. This could really kick my butt. But there you go. It wouldn't be fun unless there was a bit of challenge involved. So, without further ado, let's start.
Resident Evil.
Real survival. The new costume's been unlocked, apparently. That's good to know. Is that just for Chris, was it? The fucking hell is that? Some sort of snow outfit? What the bloody hell do you want that for? This just looks stupid. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he can't go skiing or snowboarding and what have you, but really? That's the alternative outfit we unlocked? That's basically the game's way of mocking me, saying, oh my god, you saved so many times and you used a first aid spray and you're rubbish. Oh yeah, thanks Gabe, thanks for that. Well, we don't care, because we're not going to play as Chris, we're going to play as Jill. And I don't know actually whether to go, which outfit to go for. I might go for that one. Nah, I'll go for the original outfit because, you know, it's in tune with the rest of the game. So here we go. We're going to start the game again as Jill Valentine with real survival mode. This is going to be quite challenging, people. Like I said, never done it before. The only help I've got is where everything is in the mansion, but even so, I've completely forgotten it already. So, yay!
Alpha team
Basically, back to square one.
Around the forest zone, situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for
do we watch this again or not? Yeah, we'll watch this again. Why not? I know you might think, oh, I'm padding the video out a bit, and I apologise if that's the case. But why not? I'm going to do it.
Cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten.
Well, what happened to the families then? They got eaten. Did they just die, or did they come back as zombies as well?
Look, Chris.
I'm just curious, that's all. I mean, I suppose they didn't. I suppose they were taken to the hospital, weren't they? And then they were probably reanimated or something. That'll probably be it.
Save for the remaining body of Kevin.
It's a shame we can't play as Kevin. It would be cool to play as a character with only one eye. You can have an eye patch and everything. We can act like a pirate throughout the whole game. That would be awesome.
And it
There's Wesker the Betrayer.
A nightmare.
It did, only because you didn't really use common sense. Actually, I must stress at this point here, actually, I don't know if I did so at the beginning of Chris's LP, but I was going to anyway, but just to make sure that I've at least stressed it at some point in this LP. When the scene comes up where good old Joseph starts getting munched with the dogs, people seem to think in a lot of LPs I've watched that when Jill's sort of standing there watching him get eaten, that she's not firing a gun, she's sort of like just there looking in shock. But actually, if you listen very carefully, the gunshots you can hear when he's being torn up, those are coming from Jill's gun. So you can see it's not his gun, because his gun's all in the camera shot. This is Jill actually shooting at them. Obviously not doing a very good job, but shooting at them nonetheless. You can just see there that little tiny motion of her pistol and that clicky noise. That's her pistol being emptied, basically. It's empty. She could reload, I suppose, but at the same time, if she's been shooting at them and it hasn't done anything, you would be there in a bit of shock, I think. Especially when you're looking at something as horrific as that. So I can't blame Jill for her sort of reaction at this point. Because people say it's a bit stupid, but I don't think it is. I think she's just in shock. Though her later reactions within the game is a bit stupid, though. Same with Chris in a way. But I don't blame her, though. I blame the developers for it. She is a bit, in this game, I don't know, a little damselish in distressy. I won't. That might sound a bit insulting, but she's not as strong as she is in Resident Evil 3. Let's just say that.
Chris, this way.
I always like that bit. It's just so random now. It's like, oh, I'm gonna die! Bang! Chris, this way! It's just the way it's delivered and everything. It's just really random. Oh well, that's just me. Whee! And once again, our face has been cleaned off by a dog. And yes, we must enter the survival horror once again.
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
Dun dun dun!
What is this?
So this time, Barry made it.
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
It's a mansion, Wesker.
Where's Chris?
Jill, no. You don't want to go back out there.
That's a good point.
We've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right.
We used to be
You
buddies.
two go. I'll secure
Bum
this area.
buddies.
Stay sharp.
At least in this introduction, though, it's a bit more logical. Like, both Jill and Barry are going to go investigate the gunshot. Wesker decides to stay behind to guard the rear, I suppose. I mean, all 3 really should go and investigate it, but in a way, it's a better setup than just sending Chris alone with a knife. At least in my opinion, anyway.
A dining room.
Indeed it is, Barry. Indeed it is. So yeah, hello and welcome to Jill's LP run by Neo Rambler on Real Survival. And yeah, I haven't got a clue how this is going to go down, other than the fact that I imagine it's going to be a bit harder than what we did with Chris. Although, like I said, if you play as Jill in the normal game modes like we did with Chris, I do believe her campaign, sorry I keep saying LP, sorry, her campaign is a lot easier than Chris's. But having said that, now we're in real survival mode, it might ramp up the challenge just a little bit. But you'll see what I mean as we progress, why it's a bit easier than Chris's. Also, notice as well, and I apologise for being a bit pervy here, if I just walk towards the screen, her breasts jiggle. Now, usually, you know me by now, I'm kind of like, okay, no problem with that. But it's Jill Valentine. Do you know what? I mean, I'm not saying her breasts can't jiggle or anything, but it kind of doesn't really work with her in this rate. I really like Jill for being her strong, you know, independent, well, I won't say independent, but her strong self anyway, at least in the later games. You know, I like a chick who's, I shouldn't say chick really, that's derogatory. I like a woman who's strong and can handle herself and, you know, has looked after herself, etc, etc. Because I'm weak and pathetic, so, you know, of course. So I like girls like that, but I also don't necessarily want them scantily dressed either. You know, I'm quite happy for them to dress in, like, you know, military outfit if they're in the military, or some sort of outfit if they're at work, they look official, or when they're casual they just wear t-shirt, jeans, etc. I can't stand the whole skirt dressy thing, although again it does look good, I won't lie. I like the casual look, it just tells me they're more relaxed, and therefore I feel relaxed with them, but hey, that's just me. So yeah, Jill's breast jiggle, for better or for worse. Personally, you know, it's just a developer's touch, but for me, I don't know, there's nothing I can do about it, so I shall say no more, but I just thought I'd point it out. Right, we'll leave the ink ribbon there for now. I don't think we're going to need it. Let's go see what Barry's doing, because he went up this way, didn't he?
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood.
Chili sauce. Oh, or blood.
Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
But what's there to examine with blood? I mean, as soon as you know it's blood, there's not really anything else to examine about, really, is there? I mean, it's just blood. I mean, okay, you could, you know, feel it and see if it's healthy blood or negative, unhealthy blood, you know, is it clogged up and stuff, if you've got the kit, I guess, if you're a medical professional or something, but I don't think Barry is. So again, there's not really much else to explore, Barry. Maybe he's special. Maybe within the team, you know, they kind of think, oh, Barry's doing his investigating again. Alright then. Better let him off. Better leave him to it then. Okay then, why not? You know? I like Barry. Right then. Haven't been here before, have we? Let's go over here. I'm sure there's nothing terrifying around this corner. See? Just a man eating another man's throat. Nothing terrifying about that whatsoever. Chili sauce blood. Blimey, he's actually bleeding as he's doing the thing. Alright then. Okay, so again, you can fight him if you want at this point, but we're not going to bother. We're just going to slowly make our way through the door, like we did with Chris. And it's probably best that you do this.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Oh my god! There's a human-shaped monster!
Take care of it.
Okay. That zombie took 3
I found
magnum
Kenneth
shots
killed
to the
by this
chest.
thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
I'm not gonna lie, right? That zombie there on the floor, like I said, he took 3 magnum shots. Look at Barry's gun. Barry's gun is a magnum. He took 3 magnum shots to the upper torso, or around the neck area type thing. That is a tough zombie. And you'll also notice below him, he hasn't got any blood leaking out of him yet either. As much as a lot of LPs and people have mocked him for saying, oh my god, what is this thing? Oh, he was killed by this thing. You kind of have to admit, really, actually, that if it was able to withstand 3 magnum bullets and it's not bleeding, implying that it's not dead, it might as well be described as a thing. It might look zombie-like or human-like, but it might as well be a thing. And it got back up and it went through the door. Yep. That zombie's not dead. That is a burly thingamajig zombie.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. Let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Well, there's not really much else to look around for there, is there, Barry? I mean, just your viewpoint there pretty much tells you he's not in front of us, he's not at the stairs, just standing here listening. It's just eerie music, but that's it. He's not obviously at the front door, Barry, because he's not there. So how else am I supposed to look for him? Oh, I don't know. Like I said, Barry's special. So what you have to do is you just have to go under here. You don't have to interact with that door per se. And then I think what you've got to do next is go up the stairs and explore the upper bit. This is the game's way of basically getting you to explore the hall and then notice there's doors and stuff. Which is why, like I said, Jill's campaign is kind of the easier one because it pretty much just takes a lot of things one step at a time and makes you sort of go, oh okay, I'll look around this hall bit. Oh look, there's doors, that tells me I need to go there at some point. Whereas with Chris, you're just on your own straight away and that's it, you know, there's no help whatsoever. So yeah, it's a bit weird.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate.
That's a good idea.
Okay then, I'll
Why?
try to
We
go
just
on the
done
other
that.
side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost.
But it's a mansion, they're
Let's
meant to
start
be.
from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Cool.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
So yeah, that happened. Yeah, so for some reason Barry decides to go investigate the dining hall again because yeah, and Jill's been told to, well, Jill said, oh, I'll investigate the door on the right, which we can go through. However, let's go through the doorway first to see if Barry really is investigating the dining room. I'm sure he is. He seems like a trustworthy guy. Let's have a gander. Barry! Barry! He's... oh! He's gone. So Barry isn't exploring the dining room then. He lied. Perhaps he's gone on ahead. Maybe he's gone to deal with the zombo, the chili sauce one. Fair enough. Right, so just a little bit more information. Jill doesn't have a lighter to begin with like Chris. No, she has this, the lockpick, which is pretty neat. A tool for unlocking most simple locks. This item basically allows Jill to unlock any door or cabinet or thingy that requires an old key with Chris. In a way, it doesn't... Well, no, it's easier really as Jill instead of Chris, because we don't actually have to find any old keys. We can just unlock all the doors straight away. So there's no old keys in Jill's run, which is why I say this run is a bit easier than Chris's, because you've already got this lockpick. We can access all those simple locked doors and not mess around with managing inventory for old keys and stuff. So there you go. So that's one of the main reasons why this campaign's a bit easier compared to Chris's. The other one is, you may have noticed, Jill has 8 spaces for inventory instead of Chris's 6. So again, in a way, Jill is still a pretty strong lass because she can carry more things than Chris. Yet she's not as built as Chris. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a pretty built lady as it is, but she can carry 8 things instead of 6. Who's the stronger person now, game? Eh? I don't know. Now then, what you can do is, we never actually investigated this, you can actually go to the entrance door here and you can interact with it. However, I would suggest you do not do that, because if you choose to do so, what will happen is Jill or Chris will go to open the door, then a dog will attack you, but then the dog actually comes into the hall and will stay here until you kill it, and therefore you can get hurt and damaged pretty easily, and it's not a good idea. So whatever you do, do not let your curiosity entice you to open this door. You will pay for it. Not necessarily in a major way, but in a way nonetheless. So we're not going to do that because I haven't got the skills to deal with that. And we're on real survival mode, so this is there's an extra element of challenge. Right then, the other thing to note about Jill is that she's a bit weaker than Chris in that she can't take as many zombie bites or attacks as Chris can. So her health is a little bit more fragile compared to Chris's. But that's not really that much of a... it's not really that much of an extra barrier or burden, so I wouldn't... it's just something to bear in mind, basically. It's best to try and be careful with Jill. She can still hold her own in a gunfight and stuff like that, but yeah, she can't take as much punishment as Chris. So she's still strong, but at the same time, yeah. It is what it is. Right, now we could go back that way to get the dagger, but... no, we might as well risk it. I mean... we might get a free dagger out of this, we might not. See how well we can dodge it. I bet we can't though, I bet I'll balls this up. But hey, it is what it is, and we get to see the cutscene. Anyway, I'm not going to bother reading this again, because we've already read it, so that's fine. So here we go. And of course, Mr. Ninja Zombo makes his reappearance. And of course, Jill falls on her butt once again. But then I would too, if a Ninja Zombo was there to attack me. Right, go past. Ah, damn it. Never mind. At least we got to see it. Right then, now then, we can't go through this way because an emblem of sword is carved into the lock. We need the sword key. So there's not much more we can do with this door. Interestingly enough, in the original Resident Evil 1 game, the PlayStation PC version, you actually don't need the sword key as Jill. The lockpick will actually take the place of the sword key. So there you go. Whereas with Chris, you need the sword key. But in this game, in the remastered version, they made both players have to get the sword key, which I think is fair enough. Right, we're going to grab the ink ribbon because we might need it later. And we've got the extra space to carry it. Let's mosey on now to wherever it is we need to go. I've completely forgotten. First save room would be ideal. Right, the corpse of your comrade Kenneth looks like he's hiding something or holding something. It's the video. Great, let's roll. Ah, boy. Okay, going to take it a bit steady here because, again, I'm real survival mode. I don't know if there's extra enemies. Oh, God, these breast jiggly physics. Really, game? I know for heterosexual men like me and gay women it's attractive, but it's a bit derogatory. Right, first things first, there's no pistol ammo by the birdcage. So already real survivor mode has made its impact in that there's less ammo. And also, there's only one green herb instead of two. So again, there's less health and there's less ammo. Not good. There's a corpse collapsed on the floor like it was an instant death. What the hell happened in this mansion? Well, we know what happened, but Jill doesn't quite yet. But there you go. Right. I'm going to go through this corridor now. Now, I'm hoping that Crombo doesn't suddenly get back up, like, on real survival mode, because that would kind of suck if that's the case. He might do, though. No, if we don't go any further, he'll stay there. I think. Either way, we'll take that. Now, we've got to take this bit super carefully, because, again, Zombo bites do hurt now. Much more than they did before. Oh, he's not facing the bloody mirror, is he? Oh, balls is not going to go well. Oh, he's standing slightly away. Can we walk past him? Oh, no. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Okay, he's not happy. Yeah, take the golden arrow. We'll investigate it. Yes, fine, we'll investigate it now, game. Yes, it's an arrow. You know, we can't sell it at a pawn shop. Yes, we take the head off for no reason at all, but apparently it's very useful for later on. Right then. Then we've got another dude up here. Oh, pistol ammo. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and lure him over here. Where's the other one? Oh, he's coming. Ah! Balls! Get past him. Check him out. That's it. I was hoping to try and walk around him, but that didn't work. Down. Up from the other side. Okie doke. We unlocked it. Okay. Down. I was hoping to, like I said, try and lure him away, but the zombie caught up too quick. I panicked. Down. Right, is that... I think there's only one zombo here. Yeah, there he is. I think he walks a bit faster now that we're in real survival mode. Yeah, he walks a little bit faster, but that's okay. We can work with that. But yeah, there's noticeably less ammo here. And I don't think there's a dagger here either for us to grab. No, there is not. That is not good. And we're on yellow caution already as well. That's not good. Alright, let's get the statue knocked over because, you know, it's there to be knocked over. That's its only purpose. Oh, he's turned around. Oh, he's a smart zombie this time. Oh, Jill, just push it off the bloody side. Oh, what the feckin'... Wow, that... Oh, it's probably because I was pushing it at an odd angle, I guess. I don't know, that was a really weird, glitchy thing. Oh well, whatever. We've done it, and that's all that matters. Right, so that's that dealt with then. Right, now that we've got the... arrow, we need to go outside and deal with that so we can get hold of the sword key because it's in the graveyard. Yay. And yes, we're on yellow caution, so I believe we could probably take 2 zombo bites and then a third one will kill us off. That'd be my logic. So I might have to use first aid sprays in this run. I really hope I don't have to, but it is a possibility. These zombies are faster and stronger than ever before. Alright, calm down, Mr. Zombo. I'll leave you alone, sir, and I'm going to put the arrowhead in here. What we'll do is, there are shotgun shells there, or there was anyway. I don't know in... I'm not sure in real survival mode whether they're there or not, but if they are, we'll get them later when we have to go deal with the Crombo down here at a later date. Anyway, ooh, this lovely room again. Good times. Oh, and the coffin as well. Book is fitted perfectly into the indentation. Will you take the Book of Curses? Yes, because I need to. Let's examine it, turn it round. There's a key embedded on the back cover. Will you remove it? Yes, because why not? Book of Curses. And again, we'll skip through this because we've already read it, so I'm not going to read any more documents in this run because we've already read it. So if you want to know about it, just pause the video to the documents if you can, or just watch my LP of Chris and we'll have all the documents ready for you there. Right, okie doke. So, we've got the key, we've got a knife, we've got 2 green herbs, we have a round of pistol ammo. Right, let's see what the situation is up here. Probably going to get bit quite heavily. Yep, straight away. Oh, we might be dead. Oh, not quite dead, but we're almost dead. Oh, that's bad. Yep, we're in danger. Oh, dearie me. That is bad. Oh, actually, hang on. Go back this way. I think we can open this with the lockpick. Oh, it's locked from the other side. No, of course we can't. Damn it. Suppose it makes sense. Okay, we're not in a good position right now. That doesn't help. We might have to use a herb. We might have to use both of them, actually. I'm not sure what to do. Well, we're going to have to, because if I get bit again, that's it, game over. Alright, let's combine. Let's whiff. Okay, now we're on fine again, so that's fine. But at the same time, it's not fine, because we've had to use herbs. No! Right, okay. Which way are we going to go now? We're going to go... Well, we could go back up there and take the sword key up that way. I guess. We could go this way. So I think would be the best way to go. Well, we'll go this way. Why not? Might as well. That's what we did with Chris. Alright, well, luckily Mr. Zombo is still stuck behind now. We won't have to worry about him. Now then, this corridor caused me grief with Chris. Because what should happen is dogs should burst out the window and attack. And I think that's what's going to happen with Jill. Unfortunately. But I don't know is the honest answer. Okay, it doesn't this time. I can go with that. But I believe if we go down this corridor again a second time with Jill, it will do. So we've got to be careful. We won't be able to use this corridor more than twice, really. Because there are a few things slightly different with Jill compared to Chris's run. It's not just the fact that we've got Barry as a partner. And just to be there to inform you, Rebecca doesn't play a part in this. But the fact of the matter is that... oh, God, I'm trying to think now. Nope, I'm brain farted. I can't think. Never mind. Oh, we can open that door, I think. Yeah, we can. I think that takes us outside, which means we could grab the fertilizer and a couple of herbs. Do I want to do that now? Or do I want to get to the save room? Nah, we'll get to the save room first. Actually, what we will do... Oh, yeah, like I said, that was it. That's what I was trying to say before I had my brain fart. Yeah, there's a couple of minor incidents in this game that are different with Jill than it is with Chris. And this is one of them, actually. So do pay close attention to how this plays. So as always, we've got to go to the bathtub and we've got to, full of dirty water, remove the plug, blah, blah, blah. And of course, Jill, just like Chris, cannot work out that there's a Zombo in the bathtub when she pulls the plug out. Unless there's a plug stopper on the taps, because I know some baths have that plug stopper on the tap. You just pull it up and it opens the plug. It might be one of those then, in which case that's fair enough. Want your breasts. So the zombie grapples Jill, but she steps on its head. And she's actually killed it. It's dead. So unlike with Chris, where he backs off and then you've got to deal with it later. Oh god, he almost gripped my breasts. Yeah, she actually goes to throw up, but then it says it doesn't look like it's been serviced in a while and there's no vomit in there, so yeah. But yeah, he's dead. You don't have to deal with him as Jill. One of the reasons why this campaign as Jill can be a bit easier than Chris's. Now then, there's something else we can do that's different from Chris, which is also in this corridor, which is quite handy. I'm just going to double check there's no items down here. Oop. Right then. Now, remember we had to... Oops. Get my bearings right. Now, remember we had to get the broken shotgun and stuff before we went in this room to get the shotgun and stuff like that with Chris? Well, with Jill, it's a little bit different. You can get the broken shotgun if you want, and you can do the broken shotgun thing. And I'm very sorry for the dogs barking, by the way. It's, well, you're used to it by now, if you've been on my channel for long enough. But anyway, what we can do is we can actually pick up the broken shotgun now. Oh, yeah, you heard me right. You don't actually have to... not the broken shotgun, sorry. The actual shotgun. We can pick it up now. We don't actually have to get the broken shotgun. Now, notice that... Oh, Jill, you're clipping through the walls, dear. Don't do that. That's a good girl. Now, you notice that the hooks are lifted up, which implies that the trap is set. Yep. Well, you know, the trap is set. There's no difference on that. But let's see what happens. We're actually going to go and activate this trap, which we didn't do as Chris, because I just talked to you about it. But with Jill, you can. That's a lovely butt shot there. Ah, poor Jill. Anyway, the door won't open. Oh no. The door won't open.
What did I do now?
Wait, you set a trap off, Jill.
Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill, you in there?
Barry?
Barry?
Get out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back.
Bloody hell, that was a bit extreme, wasn't it?
Hand.
And there you go. So, with Jill, you don't need the broken shotgun, because good old Barry suddenly turns up and saves the day. Okay, it belittles Jill in a way, but still.
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really?
Aha!
Thanks.
It's not as good as the original line, though.
But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
Good question.
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
What is it you wanted to check?
Thanks, Barry. I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
Were you trying to check on me? Was it my ass you were trying to check on? I have no idea. Oh well. Anyway, whatever Barry's reasons, we don't care because he saved us, and now we have the shotgun without the broken shotgun. Yay! So again, another reason why Jill's playthrough is a bit easier than Chris's. There's certain steps you can sort of shorten or make easier. Right, okay. We might as well go through this door. There's no point upsetting the Zombo over there because, well, we don't need to deal with him yet. Leave him alone. We've got 3 daggers as well, which is actually not too bad. You know, for real survival mode, that's alright. But it might also be those are the only 3 daggers that we get. That is not so bad. That's not so good, I should say. Alright, let's see if we can dodge this Zombo. Woo! Just though, only just, but it's a dodge nonetheless. And we're in a good old save room, one of my favourites in the game. So, of course, we need to get our flasks. Like I said, if you kill a Zombo and you haven't blown its head off or destroyed its head or anything, you need to get the canteen. There's still plenty of kerosene left. We fill. Now then, let's see how much we get. Still get 2 units, so I think it's the same as in normal mode. Yeah, about half the kerosene still remains, but your fuel canteen's already full. So yeah, we got the same amount of kerosene as we did with Chris in normal mode, so that's good. And that's how you use the kerosene, blah blah blah, but we don't care about that. So das ist gut. So what we'll do is we will put the shotgun away because we're not going to need that. Also, notice in real survival mode you don't get any bonus items, which is a shame. But real survival mode, I must say and stress here that the item boxes in this version of the game do not link. You'll notice that it says number 2 item box. Yeah, we're going to put the shotgun in there, but that means the shotgun stays here. It doesn't link with the other item boxes in the game. So if we want to get the shotgun again back in the future, we're going to have to go back to this particular item box and pick it up, which can be a bit of a bummer, but there you go. We are going to put the the shotgun's all the way at the bottom. Oh, it doesn't really matter. We'll put the knife by the shotgun. We're not going to use that at all because there's always one where you go and meet the black tiger spider, so we don't have to worry about that. And I think we'll call that a video for now. So yeah, I mean, not as good an introduction as Chris's in terms of our skill, because I got bit several times and we've had to use up all our health already, which is not good. But as long as we save on a regular basis, we'll be alright, so I'm not too bothered. But there's also less ink ribbons in this game as well, for real survival mode, so we've got to make sure that we use them sensibly. But we do anyway, so we should be fine. So can I say thank you very much for watching if you have done. I hope you enjoyed Jill's introduction as much as I have, and I can't wait to play the rest of this game with Jill in real survival mode. Still can't quite get over the jiggly breasts, but that might be because I'm hypnotised by them. But nonetheless, can I say take it easy, have a good one, hope you're all well. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.